Hello and welcome back to another horror movie review. And today I will be reviewing and talking about the new film, The Outwaters. Yes, so The Outwaters is from 2022. It's directed and written by Robbie Banfitch. It's starring Robbie Banfitch, Angela Basolis, Scott Schammel, Michelle May, and Leslie Ann Banfitch, and Arrow Caitlin, among a few more characters. So in this one we have this group of four friends. They are traveling to the Mojave Desert, and while being there, they encounter some menacing phenomena while they are out there camping. So I had heard a lot about this one before watching it. That many people found this to be very disturbing, very extreme, that it had a lot of gore. So, of course, when someone mentions all of those things, I become very, very intrigued. So I was looking forward to watching it, and then I finally did, and I had to let it sink in for a few days before deciding on how I really feel about the movie. Uh, because this is a strange one. It is. So let's start off with the cinematography. When they are out in the desert, when it's daytime, when it's sunny, it looks absolutely spectacular. I mean, there are some shots in this movie that were so gorgeous, especially towards the end, towards the climax. It was freaking fantastic to look at. So that made me really happy. And also, a lot of this movie is filmed in a kind of found footage way, but not all of it. But and I have no problem with that. If it's a found footage and the story is interesting enough and it's done in a good way, then to me it doesn't really matter, or it isn't that distracting that it's found footage. But I mean, those scenes in the desert, whew, really good, and the set design and the props and things that towards the end really, really well done. But then we come to the actual story, and the story is very interesting, but it's also a bit confusing, and it was a bit hard to follow at times because of how it is filmed sometimes. Because some of the film you see a lot of darkness, and then we have this like bright light or bright spot that shines up, and then we see the characters, but it is very chaotic. It's like, what is going on? But that is, to represent how the characters are feeling and what they are experiencing, of course. But I understand that it can become just kind of tedious, and people may lose focus and interest during those sequences. And I kind of lost focus in some of them, but then it kind of took me back as well. But I was also wondering a lot of times, what is going on? What am I even looking at? Yeah. So you have to be like 100% focused to watch the film, and not just, kind of half watching it. But also, I think that it took a while before, the blood started coming, the gore started happening, and that was what I was looking forward to the most. But I have to say, the final scenes had one of the strongest scenes that I've seen in recent memory, so to speak. Except for Project Wolf Hunting, of course, and the sadness. But I think the ending was very strong for me, and I really liked it. I appreciated that, and I wished the film could have had even more of that type of thing throughout the entire movie. Uh, but you know, I understand, you know, lack of resources maybe, and time and budget and everything that goes on into making a movie. But yeah, I would have loved to see more crazy stuff like that happening, and not just, you know, the black thing, and then we see hints and glimpses of things happening, and also we have this. It kind of looks like we're looking up at a dark sky. Yeah, dark sky filled with stars. Like it pops up while this chaos is happening, and I found that really a really interesting and cool detail. So I did like that, but yeah, I lost focus many times, and it took a while before things happened. But I also I did like the characters. They did drew me in, but then it kind of lost me, you know, with all the stuff when I hardly saw what was going on. I was like, which character even is that? Who? What is happening to which character? Yeah, but I do want to rewatch this one again, because there were, you know, some parts that I really liked, which I discussed, and then some parts which just, I don't know, it wasn't just as strong as some of the rest of the film, which was a bit disappointing. But it is definitely a movie that will stick with me, and it is a memorable movie. Especially the ending, very memorable, at least for me. So, you know, I will not be forgetting this film. Yeah, and I did not really find it boring, so to speak, even though it took a while before things happened. But as I said, I was kind of prepared that, you know, something will definitely be going on at some point. And I heard about the gore, so you know, it was okay because I knew that I was waiting for something good, hopefully. And you know, I got some of the good stuff. So at least in that department, I am kind of happy, even though I wanted more gore. But yeah, not every film has to have to be like filled with gore, of course. So yeah, even I understand that. But after having, you know, had a few days to think about the film, letting it sink in, I am giving this one, for now, until I rewatch it, a 6 out of 10. Yeah, that is a fair grade for me right now. But if you've seen this movie, please let me know what you think about it. What did you think about all the chaos? How it was filmed? And were you satisfied? Were you disappointed? Were you bored? Yeah, just let me know. Just let me know. Yes. So thank you so much for watching, and hope you will have an amazing week. And as always, you can find my Spotify and my Patreon page in the description box below. So thank you so much. Bye.